Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today, my guest is Tyler Ramey with the YMCA. He's the Healthy Living Director. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here today.
Well, you're welcome. I appreciate it. A mutual friend, Mary Cowden,
Yes.
told me all about you one night when I ran into her.
Yes.
And she called me to follow up and said, Linda, you got to call this guy. This
Yeah.
is a really cool thing he's doing.
Yeah.
So I did, and here you are. And tell me about this really cool thing you're doing at the YMCA for Parkinson's.
Okay. So we, and it feels weird to say because we've been doing it now for about 1.5 years, which is crazy to
Oh,
me.
really?
Because it seems
Okay.
like it was just yesterday that we started this program. So we found that we had a lot of people in our area that were dealing with Parkinson's in kind of different stages of their Parkinson's, and there wasn't really anything specifically geared to help them. Mm-hmm. And so we did some research and we found a cycle class training on the spin bikes, on the stationary bikes,
Okay.
that is specifically targeted for people with Parkinson's. And so we launched the program and didn't really know what to expect. Thought, we may have 1 or 2 people, and we ended up with, 10 to 15 people in a class.
Wow.
So they kind of just came out of the woodwork. Everybody, I think, at least knows somebody affected with Parkinson's, which is something that's been interesting to me. Mm-hmm. I was sort of not educated on Parkinson's before this started, and it's just amazing to me how many people either have it or know somebody that has this disease, and people are just in such different stages of it. So this is really a class for everybody. It's on the bikes, like I said, and so everybody can do it regardless of their fitness level or ability. And it's been nice to see, obviously, the physical improvements that people have made, but also just the social kind of camaraderie that this group has gotten. They kind of come in very quiet and shy, and then eventually we become one big crazy happy family together.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot of positive energy, and I'm sure that helps.
Yeah,
So
try.
are the only people in this class have Parkinson's, or is it people that are trying to maybe prevent Parkinson's, like they may have it in their family? How does that work? Or
We're
is it
pretty
just-
lenient with that. We ask that it be folks with Parkinson's, but we also
Okay.
allow spouses or caregivers to attend as well.
Oh, all right.
So we found that's been a really big help for us too, just because that point of contact is very important for them, and a lot of them actually bring them. Some of our folks can't drive or shouldn't be driving.
Sure.
And so we hate to say, we're going to be in the cycle class, but you guys just sit out
Oh,
here.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they like it too. So
makes sense.
we're pretty lenient when it comes to people who can participate.
Now, how did you find this program? How did you discover this research?
So the YUSA, so I work for the Y, and then we have kind of a YUSA based out of Chicago.
Okay.
And so they've been really kind of focusing their efforts into chronic disease over the past 5 or 6 years, and Parkinson's is just kind of fit into that wheelhouse. And so I'm certified through ACE. I don't even know what that stands for, but there you go. It's been so long since I've had that certification. And so they have a specific training for the Pedaling for Parkinson's class.
Okay.
So once you go through that training and you have your Group X certification, you can launch it at your Y or your fitness facility.
And I want to say that's great that you're getting so many people, but I don't really want to say that because they have Parkinson's. And
Right.
this is unfortunate.
It is.
But it is fortunate that you guys have this program, because apparently, from what I'm understanding, the research has shown that cycling is amazing in halting Parkinson's or helping Parkinson's. What's it doing in particular for
Sure.
people with Parkinson's?
To help them. So it's kind of, it's good for everyone. Cycling is good for everyone, clearly. For Parkinson's, what they found is that the scientific research shows that having them go at a forced exertion rate of 80 to 90 revolutions per minute, and all that means is the speed, has really helped cut down on people's symptoms in terms of their tremors, in terms of their walking gait. We've seen a lot of improvement with folks when it comes to going up and down stairs. We had people who came in that absolutely had to take the elevator when they first started coming, and now they just go right up and down the stairs. And to me, that's
amazing.
That's a huge thing. I mean, it doesn't seem like a huge thing.
Yes,
but,
it does.
I mean, that's. I was like, okay, we're doing something right here.
So they're showing that it can improve Parkinson's symptoms.
It can.
So I bet there's some more research, or do you know, that shows that certain activities like this can, well, I guess it can't reverse it, but it sounds like it is in to some degree?
Yeah, I think it's really kind of case by case. And like I say, we've got people who are very newly diagnosed that come in that you would never even know they have Parkinson's, that are just kind of in that mindset of, look, I'm going to do everything I can to kind of slow things down and kind of halt the symptoms of it. And then we've got people who, you know, have very visible tremors that that we've seen improvement just within the past like year of them, you know, coming pretty regularly 2-3 times a week.
That's amazing. My favorite uncle just recently passed that had Parkinson's, and that was really hard. And it's, I guess, if you get it when you're older, it progresses faster. It's because he only had it for a couple of years, and that was really hard.
Yeah.
That was very difficult. So it's great to see that there are some strides. Now, is this the Michael J. Fox disease?
It is, yes. So he has a foundation, and they do a lot of great fundraisers and research-based evidence. I'm not sure that they were specifically involved with the cycling class, but I know they're involved in exercise efforts. Because what they found for Parkinson's is that cycling is great, but there's also a variety of other boot camp type classes. A very popular one is called Rock Steady, which incorporates a lot of boxing. That's something that we don't do right now currently, but we've found this program to be so successful that we're looking to branch out in terms of what can we do next, or what can we kind of add in addition to what they're already doing on the bikes to get them even more involved.
So when are these classes offered?
So the ones that I teach on Mondays at 12. We also have one at Wednesdays at 12:15 and Fridays at 12.
All right.
And those are at the Kingsport, right across from Meadowview Convention Center. The cool thing about these classes is that it's absolutely free for members, it's free for non-members, so anybody in our community that wants to come out and participate in this class.
That's cool that you guys do that.
Absolutely can come, even as a non-member. We would love to have them.
This is just really a way for you guys to give back. It's not a moneymaker.
Correct.
It's a way to help.
Yes, and we do have several non-members who come just for the class, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
All right, so Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the Y in Kingsport at 1840 Meadowview Parkway. If you have any questions, you can call 247-9622, and you can talk to Tyler here.
That's right. I'll talk to anybody about Parkinson's.
Well, that is so cool. How long have you been with the Y?
I have been with the Y now for about 12 years.
Really? How long has the Y been around here?
So we've been in our current facility for 5 years, and then before that we were behind Chop House. I call it the old YMCA. So we were there for about 7 years, and then before that we didn't have a workout facility, but we were in the after-school programs and
so you've been here since
camp.
the beginning, it sounds like.
Not since the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, but
not since the beginning.
But since the old Y. So
since the old Y.
I consider myself a little bit of a
House.
veteran. Yes.
You are a veteran.
Yes.
Yeah, it's at your ripe old age of what?
33.
I was gonna say, gosh.
So I went to school to be a teacher, actually.
Did you?
An elementary ed teacher, and the Y kind of sucked me in.
Were
I
you
drank
teaching?
the Kool-Aid, so to
You
speak.
drank the Y Kool-Aid.
I did. I use a lot of my kid teaching skills with adults way more than I thought I would over the years. So I definitely don't think it was a waste, my education.
Oh, absolutely not. Well, you're teaching. You're
I am.
teaching right now.
Yeah.
You don't realize you might not be teaching math or English or something conventional that way, but you're teaching health.
Yeah. So it's been cool. And, you know, chronic disease is something that I never had any experience with. And to be honest, I was always kind of scared. Like, those people are very fragile. And it's not like that. They're just people like you and me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was interesting to me. I was very, I won't say hesitant, but scared maybe going in. But just working with the Parkinson's folks and now working with cancer survivors, we're doing a Live Strong program. It's just been cool because those, I mean, they're just like us, you know what I mean? And they're going through the same struggles that we go through, plus all these other struggles that we can't even begin to think about. And so if we can give them just a little ounce of normal back in their lives, then I feel like we're doing what we're supposed to do.
I'm really happy to hear that people being proactive and doing what they can to help their disease instead of wallowing in it, so to speak. Because it would be hard. It would be an emotional slap in the face to find out you have something devastating like that. And to see them say, okay, I'm going to attack this. I'm going to do what I can. And that you guys offer this outlet and this help, because this is amazing research you're telling me about, that people were coming in with symptoms where they couldn't even walk up steps And now they're walking up the steps, coming into cycle class. That's huge.
Yeah. And you know, weight loss obviously is a great byproduct of some of these classes. But when I see them go up and down the stairs, those folks that couldn't do that initially, that's really what makes me happy and kind of gives me the energy to do what I do with them.
Well, it's satisfying when you see something work.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's why we're doing this.
That's why we're doing this.
Yeah. And, you know, we were very nervous to start this program because, like I said, we had no background with it before. And so now we do it 3 days a week. I mean, I thought, you know, we'll do this one class. We'll see how long it lasts. And they loved it.
And so for each class, you're seeing like 10 and 12 people. So that's
Yeah.
big.
And we've seen as most as, I think the most we've had is 17, 18. But, you know, sky's the limit. We have 30 bikes. And so I would love to have 30 folks in class.
That's what I was going to ask you next. How many people can you have in class? So you can have 30.
We can have 30.
Not that we want 30 people with Parkinson's, but we know they're out there.
Oh,
and if
for
this
sure.
can help them, come out. It's free.
It is.
It's free. It's open to anybody in the community.
Yeah. And we've almost used the past year as sort of a pilot. So we're excited to see where it goes from here because we're ready to kind of get the word out to everybody.
That's awesome. I can't wait to talk some more about this and hear about some of these other programs you mentioned briefly that are going on at the Y.
Sure.
So we'll be back in just a minute with more information from Tyler Ramey with the Y and what all they have to offer. It sounds like some good stuff. We'll be right back.